storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
This is Frank James, okay? Now, Frank James is I still have to say alleged, even though he's been captured, 62-year-old oogly ninja who was allegedly the NYC subway shooter. I think 10 people ended up getting hit with bullets, but I don't think anybody died, if I read that correctly. But that ain't important. The whole important is this man has literally turned into a whole damn freaking terrorist. Who said South City all day? Yep. I used to be around there on South City too. Y'all ain't heard that from me. Okay, so he had a YouTube channel that was called Prophet of Truth 44, but after Mr. James here got arrested, YouTube deleted and terminated that channel permanently. Okay. In addition to that, the FBI is not only investigating Frank, they will be investigating any channels with Frank James's content on it. And they are also considering making this whole Manosphere Red Pill part of YouTube, I guess, to start to consider it like a terrorist group almost, right? Or a hate group and hate speech. So I'm just letting y'all know it might come a day when Red Pill and Manosphere content will literally be considered hate speech. But this is a oogly son of a bitch. Now, Trey said all y'all YouTubers are crazy. I am crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm perfectly normal. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm actually one of the most normal YouTubers out there. And I'm innocent. I'm an angel. I'm just saying, like, I'm very trustworthy. That's just me. But anyway, let's go ahead and play this video. Let's get into it.
Told police, Alice. Dana, we're here on First Avenue between St. Mark's Place and East 9th Street, which is where Frank James was arrested earlier this afternoon, as you mentioned. We may now know why police say he did not resist arrest. Police sources tell us someone called 911 and said, quote, "I think you were looking for me." The Associated Press is reporting, quoting to law enforcement sources, that someone called police tipping them off to their location, and they believe it was James. A crowd gathered as 62-year-old Frank James was arrested. He grabbed him and he just put his head down. Witnesses say he was taken into custody.
Don't put your head down. What you put your head down for? What you put your head down for, nigga? That's what gets me. If you gonna do a crime, you bold enough to shoot innocent people, hold your head up high. Say that shit with your chest. With your saggy ass, old ass man titties, nigga. Say that shit out loud. Most of these dudes, they bitches. How you gonna shoot innocent people that had nothing to do with whatever was going on in your decrepit ass brain, and your mammy should have scraped you from her vagina, but I don't think abortion was legal when your daddy implanted you in your mammy, but she should have, you are the egg that should have been scraped out with her endometrial lining. You are the nut that your daddy should have left in a Kleenex. Man, really? All right, let's keep going.
Without incident.
He was quiet. I didn't see him carrying anything because his hands were handcuffed. They put him in the car. He did not say anything.
We used every resource at our disposal to gather and process significant evidence that directly links Mr. James to the shooting. We were able to shrink his world quickly. There was nowhere left for him to run.
Running, he was not. Many people saw him.
How he gonna run as big as he is? Man, he ain't ran nowhere in years. Only thing he done ran to was McDonald's before they stopped serving breakfast at 10:30. Come on now.
Walking around before officers closed in. The NYPD says there were multiple sightings of the suspect reported to them after his picture was shared everywhere.
Crime Stopper tip comes in, reports that the male is in the McDonald's on 6th Street and First Avenue in the 9th Precinct.
Oh my God.
Officers respond to the McDonald's. He's not in the McDonald's. They start driving around the neighborhood looking for him.
Literally.
On the corner of St. Mark's and First.
This man says he saw James and officers nearby.
Now you will see him, he had bag in this bag, and he was walking in the sidewalk, and he put the bag in the street.
Police sources say he was carrying a backpack.
I saw him, he had bag. Yeah. And he put it in the street. He put the bag in the street. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't call police when they saw the bag in the street, but he put the bag in the street. All right, I'm done.
And had a Metro card on him, a phone, and a Wisconsin driver's license.
33 shots, but less than 30 hours later.
All right, I'm done. Now, I say all of that to say, I wanted to bring that to your attention. Matter of fact, I need y'all to look at him as I describe this, because we're going to go in more detail on this later. Okay, but I ain't keeping y'all all night. Listen, we're going to pretend that it's real because he turned himself in. If it ain't real, then fine. But keep in mind, this YouTube channel is gone, but we're going to pretend it's real because there's a bigger issue at hand. Now, allegedly, according to his browser history, panels he was on, all that kind of shit, this man was an avid Kevin Samuels fan, Manosphere fan, Red Pill fan. Now, I really don't like how YouTubers are out here just putting this on Kevin Samuels, so to speak, because in my opinion, you as a grown man should not be letting another grown man entice you, force you, influence you to do some effed up shit. You got to own that shit. That ain't Kevin Samuels' fault. He's an entertainer. I'm making this point today to start to get through y'all heads, my people, my black people, because we are very emotional people and we fall for shit easily. Don't believe shit these entertainers tell you. Don't follow them. Don't put them on a pedestal. None of that shit. Allegedly, Mr. Frank James here, Prophet of Truth 44, literally said several times that Kevin Samuels is the best thing that happened to YouTube. Kevin Samuels is the only black man that can put a black woman in her place. I'm just letting you know. So for y'all that's saying that's fake, don't do him like that. He feels that you as black women should be put in your place. And that ain't got nothing to do with fake this, fake that. That ain't got nothing to do with Illuminati this, Illuminati that. This is what came out of his mouth. This is what came out of his mouth. He said y'all need to be put in your place and Kevin Samuels is going to do it. Now, ladies, can Kevin Samuels put you in your place? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Okay? Okay. The bigger issue at hand is that Frank James got so caught up in this manosphere red pill content that he literally became a dangerous incel. But as Cynthia G already told y'all, incels are gonna be considered a terrorist group, especially black male incels, period. So a lot of people don't understand what's the manosphere, what's red pill content, what is this shit, Storm? I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be a lot to break it all down, but I'm gonna just give you some key points. The manosphere is basically broken up into 4 different sections. The MRAs, which are the men's rights activists, which are basically just bringing to light issues that men go through, right? You got some white ones that speak on it. You got some black ones that speak on it, etc., right? Nothing really too much wrong with that, but that can also be taken to an extreme, right? Then you got MGTOW, men going their own way. There's different parts of MGTOW, right? Which one part of it says never marry a woman, don't get her pregnant, just sleep with her, and just pretty much remain a bachelor for your life, because women will do nothing but ruin your life. The government will ruin your life, turn you into a work mule, etc. I'm going to explain more in the video. I'm just giving you the key points, right? But then you also have MGTOWs that literally want nothing to do with women, will never have sex with a woman again, will never talk to a woman again unless they have to. They move far out in the country. They don't want to be bothered. It gets very deep. I could never be MGTOW because my big question is, if all these men are leaving women, who are y'all going to have sex with? That's what I'm wondering. If all the men, it gets deep. I told y'all, Storm going to tell y'all everything. It's going to get deep like this V. Although that's some good definition in my chest. I ain't going to lie. Busting out this mud. Now, if they, I'm very, and I ain't that ninja, and I ain't, I ain't that ninja. I ain't that guy y'all want, so I can be honest with y'all. I'm very suspicious if a man says we don't need women. Nigga, yes, we do. I'm just saying. I don't like how that sounds. We don't need women. Wait a minute. Back that up. Back that up. Just back it up. Back it up. Back it up. No, we need women. We need both. We need balance. You need the divine feminine and the divine masculine. You need both. We're just living in the divine feminine now, at least until year 3000. So as time goes on, you're just gonna see femininity everywhere. That's just what it is. We're just living in that times. But we need both. What I'm gonna do a bunch of hairy hard legs. I always say y'all need to be suspicious of dudes that just always want to be up under their homies like that. What do me and the homies? I ain't got homies like that. What do we have to talk about that much? I'm just saying, like, yeah, you need man time. You need to have male friendships. You need to learn how to love your fellow man, have a brotherhood, yes. But then you need to go home. You need to go home. And if you would rather be with your friends than be at home, then you need to fix your home. But you the man, so you would hit the alpha males. Okay, let's keep going. Now, then you got the PUAs, the pickup artists, right? So technically back in the day, Tariq Nasheed would have been one of those when he came up with like the book that talked about macking. When he really like had that character, that would have been more him. That white boy, that's the tattoo guy. He did a lot of pickup artist content. It's the content that teaches men how to talk to women, how to pick up women. If you go down the rabbit hole of YouTube, it's all there. It's all there. Okay. And then last but not least, you got incels, right? The involuntarily celibate men, right? These are men who are really not that attractive to women. They cannot get and obtain the women that they want, especially in the advent of social media. In the last decade, men and women, our eyes are open to all the options we have around the world. People travel more than ever. So now ladies like, you know what? I don't like dudes in Detroit like that. You know what? I'm gonna fly to Jamaica, get my back blown out. And that is a realistic thing to do. Because you seeing all this shit on social media, or you like, damn, I like 6 foot tall, 6-pack. I like donkey dick. This nigga ain't got that. I'm gonna go get that. So there's a lot of dudes that feel left out. A lot of the average to below average looking dudes in society, they just feel like shit. And instead of getting off their ass and making themselves better so they can get what they want, instead of them understanding where they rank, because I dare say a lot of these dudes around here that's so mad is mad they can't get the hot girl. They get a girl that look like them. No, you need a girl that look like you. And that's okay. That's okay. Everybody ain't gonna work themselves to death to upgrade like Kevin Hart did. You think Kevin Hart could have got Nico when he was cleaning funky fungus infested shoes out the mall? You think she would have looked at, oh, I just love his personality. Stop. He was already a star. Stop. Kevin Hart's first wife was a better match for him. And Tori Hart is attractive, but she was a better match for him. I dare say better looking than him, but she was. It is. But you get my point. Even genetics-wise, looks-wise, they fit. I know somebody hear me tonight. Okay, so with that being said, I just want y'all to watch out for the incels of the world, for the people that blame women for all of their issues in the world, because that wasn't an upgrade, but to him it was. To Kevin it was. That's all that was. Kevin cheats the way that Kevin cheats or cheated because he finally got access to box that he had never had access to before. When you got a little bit of clout, you ain't even got to have no money. You got a little bit of clout, box is thrown at you. Don't let these people in these comments, don't let women in these comments cap. They throw that out there. So imagine being Kevin Hart. He ain't never had that shit when he was regular Kevin Hart. We know short niggas gotta work harder. Unattractive women gotta be smart. Short niggas gotta have money. Come on now. Am I keeping it real or no? Am I keeping it real or no? And if I'm not keeping it real, you can tell me. You see all these short niggas driving Biz, and they're like, white, black, it don't even matter. You can go out LA and see this shit. Short bald nigga get out the car, a bald widget get out the car. He's driving a McLaren, a Ferrari, a Lambo, a Mercedes. Yeah, he got to. Look at him. I'm just saying, you gotta have something. When you let a short nigga get some, do he not perform his best? Tall nigga later, bitch, you ride me. Short nigga he dropping in it because he eating you out for hours and hours because we all got shit we gotta overcome in life. Oprah smart and hardworking because Oprah had to be. Do you understand? Don't stop acting like real ain't real. Anyway, due to social media, due to people not socializing, due to people just feeling left out of society, you're going to see a rise of incels. Due to all these fatherless homes, you're now going to see multiple generations of incels. Ladies, it's a lot of dudes drop his whole little body in that thing. Look, why you think the women be crazy about the baby? The baby put in work. The baby put in work. He ain't that strong for nothing. Come on now. You gotta be. And that's no shade to the baby. I ain't trying to get flipped over by my birds in no bowling alley. I don't want no smoke. But your fate ain't been right since you left me. Now, he would laugh at that joke. Calm down. Anyway, I say all that to say, you're going to see more and more of this as time goes on. Ladies, have you ever... Okay, let's talk. Now, we'll talk after the show. Okay, keep this in mind, and then I'm going to take questions at the end. Ladies, haven't you ever seen a guy, and you're like, you know what? He's cute. I wish he would just, like, introduce himself. I would actually talk to him if he would just, like, tell me his name. I'm just saying. Ladies, tell me I'm lying. All right. Storm don't know what he's talking about. All right, that's cool. But we're going to move right along from that.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's Storm Show.